What's up, guys? Back with another one. I'm Ryan, my man. George.
What's poppin', guys? How y'all living out there?
Las Vegas coming back at you another unbiased real reaction, baby.
That's right, man. Shout out to our free thinkers, of course.
Yeah, man.
Country time, baby.
Yeah, Chris Ledoux, right?
Chris Ledoux, we think.
Yes.
Pronounce Chris Ledoux.
This Cowboys hat.
All right.
So.
You know what I mean? So you guys, this was a big request. We looked under a few different videos. We went back in the comments.
Yep.
This Cowboys hat definitely was very dominant. So we're going to give it a shot, man.
Yeah,
Chris
man.
Ledoux. I think this is like old school country from what you guys said as well. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Chris Ledoux, this Cowboys hat.
Well, there's always been groups of people that never could see eye to eye. But I always thought if they ever had a chance to sit down and talk face to face, they might realize they got a lot in common.
You go ahead and preach to him, Chris.
That is true. That's very, very true.
All right, that's it.
Well, I was sitting in a coffee shop just having a cup to pass the time, swapping rodeo stories with this old cowboy friend of mine, when some motorcycle riders started snickering in the back and started poking fun at my friend's hat.
That was about to be some shit, huh?
And one old boy said, "Hey Tex, where'd you park your horse?" My friend just pulled his hat down low, but they couldn't be ignored. One husky fella said, "I think I'll rip that hat right off your head." That's when my friend turned around and this is what he said. "You ride a black tornado across the western sky,
This is different.
roping old blue northern and milk it till it's dry. Bulldog the Mississippi, and its ears down flat, long before you take this."
Meaning that it's not gonna be a good look if you touch his hat. If you touch his hat, it's gonna be some smoke and fire. You'll ride a black tornado across the western sky, which ain't gonna happen. Rope an old blue northern and milk it till it's dry, which I'm assuming it's not gonna happen, right? Bulldog the Mississippi, pin its ears down flat. Long before
You take this
Cowboys hat, player. It's not gonna happen.
It's not
gonna
happening.
happen.
And the funny thing about this man was when he was it's like he's not really singing. It's almost like, I don't know, like, kind of like a monologue.
Yeah. He's giving you like,
which is different in itself. You know what I mean? But what this kind of made me think of, man, when he said the motorcycle guys, and it's always the motorcycle guys, right?
It's always
I'm sure that there's
stuff,
really
right?
cool motorcycle. Actually, every time I met a motorcycle guy, a guy that was in a motorcycle gang, they've always been really cool to me.
Dude,
They've always been nice.
Dude, I used to ride back in the day, and we rolled all together. Yeah, it was,
You had the leather jackets and all that?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah,
I'm finding I never knew that. I didn't know you had the leather. See, it's
Dude,
one
we had
thing to ride, but to have a leather jacket,
Whatever,
dog?
dude. Get out of here.
Yeah. What was the name of the game, man?
Shit, I don't do that. I'm an old man. I was what, 19 at the
Oh,
time.
shit.
So it wasn't a gang though. It wasn't like Harleys and stuff. It was a speed
Oh, you just
bike.
happen to have leather jackets.
Yeah, it was speed bike.
I thought you meant. I'm thinking of the matching vest.
Oh,
with
no,
the
no,
leather
no,
jackets
no.
like Hell's
No.
Angels and shit.
No. We wasn't like that. We just, speed bike. You know what I'm saying? Sport
Okay.
bikes. You know what I'm saying? Just ride around and stuff like that. So we didn't have no.
I'm talking about my motorcycle gangs. That was
You
my-
talking about a motorcycle gang? Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And when I met
we had a
these-
motorcycle like club.
Or club too. What clubs? But when they had when they were hardcore with it though, like when
Yeah.
they're like they got meetings and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you didn't show up to the meeting.
You ain't show up to the meeting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got
You X'd out the game.
They got like a hierarchy of authority and shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But I was saying two things. Motorcycle guys kind of always seem to get the bad rap.
This thing-
And I'm sure that they're pretty cool too. And I'm
Yeah.
sure that there's a lot of assholes too, just like in every group. You know what I'm saying? But it made me think of the Bronx Tale when the motorcycle dudes was you ever seen the Bronx Tale?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, it was a scene in the movie where this motorcycle gang went into one of the mafia bosses' bar. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
It was their bar. They came into the bar starting trouble. And the mafia boss, I think Chaz Palminteri, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, he was really polite. He's like, I think you guys should leave. And then they were like, fuck out of here, we're staying. They kept causing ruckus, and he was like, lock the door. Then he looked at him, he said, now you can't leave.
Now you can't leave.
And they fucked them up.
Did
you know
they?
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds like that's
So
hard.
this kind of reminded me of that, like, man, you better not play with that boy's hat. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you gotta see The Bronx Tale. That's a classic.
Okay.
Dude. Love that movie.
So basically, I think you should leave is when the cowboy was like pulling his hat down low, like you know. What I'm
you
saying?
might not want to. You might not want to touch that man's hat. All right. So, anyways, let's get back to it. But this is interesting. It's definitely
It is.
a different type of
Take on it.
Take on it. Yeah, it's like more of a story monologue / song. So let's get back to it.
Long before you take this cowboy's hat. Now, partner, this old hat's better left alone. See, it used to be my daddy's, but last year he passed on. My nephew skinned the rattler that makes up this old hat band. But back in '69, he died in Vietnam. Now the eagle feather was given to me by an Indian friend of mine. But someone ran him down somewhere around that Arizona line. And a real special lady gave me this hat pin. But I don't know if I'll ever see her again. You'll ride a black tornado
I like that.
across the western sky.
Because it's the hat is more than meets the eye. It's a very personal item, right?
Yep.
Because he can associate so many different things through this hat, right?
So it's priceless to him,
priceless. He
but
said,
to somebody else, it's just a freaking hat.
there you go, exactly. You know what I'm
know?
saying? It's not a game because his dad gave him the hat. I think right here it said he said my nephew skinned a rattler that makes up this old hat band. But back in '69 he died in Vietnam. So these are all like personal memories that he has for people that he's close to,
Exactly.
associated with the hat. So this hat,
This hat's got a lot.
this is like my
life.
You know what I'm saying?
My life, yeah. You're
like
not
that.
getting that. You're not getting that. But
So-
to someone else, it's like it's just the freaking hat. So it
it's-
has so much more meaning.
And
than-
to us, when we saw the title, "This Cowboys," hat, we like, damn, a hat?
Yeah, exactly.
A song about a hat? There's more than meets the eye to it. Like most country songs, right?
Yep, that's true.
More
That's
than
true.
meets the eye with the story. So
Yeah, you know.
let's keep it going.
Long before you take this cowboy's hat. Now, if your leather jacket means to you what this hat means to me, then I guess we understand each other and we'll just let it be. But if you still think it's funny, man, you got my back up against the wall. And if you touch my hat, you're gonna have to fight us all. Well, right then I caught a little sadness in that gang leader's
I hate to stop it.
eyes.
We're gonna get through the whole song, guys, but that was really dope.
It was
I
really well-
really like the writing there.
Yeah, that was really well written. It really was.
He said, "Now, if your leather jacket means to you what this hat means to me, then I guess we understand each other, and we'll just let it be."
Yeah.
So I think that this says a lot about the culture of country.
Yeah, it does.
The culture of it, like these cowboy hats, what it means.
Symbolic.
It's symbolic of so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just like a leather jacket to someone who's in a bicycle gang means so much to them.
Yep.
It's important for you to understand that because you can end up really getting fucked up.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you even dare think that you can violate by
Yep.
by touching his hat. So I just thought that I think that says so much about the culture, and it also says, man, because even at the beginning of the song, he had said, there's always been groups of people who could never see eye to eye.
Yep.
And I always thought if they get the chance to sit down and talk face to face, they might realize they got a lot in common.
And that's what that is.
That's what that is.
That's commonality. That's common ground right
Yep.
there. With
Your
the
leather jacket,
Yep.
just how much that means to you is how much this hat means
Yep.
to me. You know what I mean? So,
and they're like, oh, I see it. I get it.
ding.
Yep.
Really dope. It's kind of like Timberlands, you know what I'm saying, in a black community up in New York, man. It's like Tim's, man. You know what I mean? Don't touch my Tim. Don't scuff my sneakers, B.
Don't even step
Don't
on
scuff
shoes.
my sneakers, bruh. It's real.
He's stupid.
Well, right then I caught a little sadness in that gang leader's eyes. And he turned back to the others and they all just kind of shuffled on outside. But when my friend turned back towards me, I noticed his old hat brim, well, it was turned up in a big old Texas groove.
I got it, man.
Ride a black tornado across the western sky. Roping old blue northern and Bill get till it's dry. Bulldog the Mississippi and its ears down flat. Long before you take this cowboy's hat.
Yeah, man. stop like doubting country, man.
Dude, you know what?
I gotta stop doubting country, man. Every time I'm like, I
know
gonna
what?
go with this Cowboys hat. Dude, it's a deeper meaning.
You're
It's
right.
so many layers in this song, man.
Yep.
That I really appreciate.
And to your point, man, when we first started this video, guys, off camera, I'm like, all right, man,
I wasn't gonna say this. But
let's go ahead and, you know, let's get it done. This is gonna be this is the work part of the channel, you know, because we don't always know if we're gonna like the song, guys, you know, and that's part of this, the beauty of this channel, because we keep it, you know, 100%, we keep it real and genuine and everything. So my point of saying that is, man, this song is beautiful.
Dude,
It's beautiful.
the way he wrote this song
God
was brilliant to me, man.
And and you know, this is what I say is the embodiment of a free thinker. Because when this song first started, I was like, I don't know, this is so different than what I'm used to, but I'm gonna give it a shot, right? And then the groove, the actual instrumentation of the song, the musicianship, is not like mind-blowing, but this story is phenomenal. And like you said, dude, it really gives you it really does a great job of giving you a sneak peek of how important a Cowboys hat is, right? Of the culture and the essence of country, or someone that's country. Let's take country music out of it, but someone that is country and rocks cowboy hats and boots and stuff like that, how much meaning that could be beyond just the clothing.
And it shows you how ignorant, you know, people are outside of that culture,
Exactly.
right? But he brought it home so well,
Beautiful.
man, when he said, you know, your leather vest, if you just the pride
Yep.
and everything that you put into that vest and how much you honor that is the same way I honor this Cowboys hat. So we're more alike than what you think.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So the layers and the underlying message here in this song just was really
Beautiful.
dope, man. You know what I mean? It caught us completely off guard, and I just like how different it was from
Yep.
what we've heard. Just the whole talking and the monologue. Way his cadence throughout this was just interesting and different. Shout out to everybody that
Yeah, that requested that. That was
this
awesome.
one. And it's great because it really caught us both off guard.
It did,
It
man.
really caught us off guard. We were like, ah.
Yeah.
He started off talking and not singing.
He's
I was
like, I don't know if I would like this.
You know what I'm saying? Don't step on my Timbs though.
We're more in common than what you may think.
Yep.
If you just sit down and listen to each other.
Yep. Try to understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So very dope, man. Shout out to Chris Ledoux and everybody that requested that song. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel. If you're interested, it will allow you to get early access to our content. The link will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan, Lost in Vegas.
We out.